Hello everyone, we are from Group 3. My name is Goh Wei Shi, with my following members which are Lau Cho Song, Xiu Ziheng, and Tang Wei Kiat. Today we will talk about the theory of planned behavior, which is TPB, and how to apply on Promote Victoria University as known as VU. Theory of planned behavior or TPB is a psychological framework that explains how human behavior is influenced by our intention. It was developed as an extension of the theory of reason action that developed by Martin Fishbein and Isaac Eisen, adding more focus on how people plan and control their action. In other words, it helps us to understand why people choose to behave in certain ways depending on their motivation and perceived control. There are three key beliefs in the theory of planned behavior. The first is attitude towards the behavior. Second, subjective norms. And the last one, perceived behavioral control. Together, these three factors shape a person's intention and their behavior. And now, let's talk about why Victoria University is a great choice. VU offers an award-winning broad model which allows students to focus on one subject at a time, making learning less stressful and more effective. It's also a world-class university as known for quality teaching and global recognition. Students can enjoy flexible study options that fit different lifestyles, and the modern campus provides a great environment for both study and social life. Attitude towards behavior means how positively or negatively we feel about doing something. In this case, if we have a good attitude towards studying at Victoria University, we are more likely to perform well and stay motivated. For example, believing that VU block model makes learning easier and more enjoyable can help us feel confident and excited about our study. Subjective norm refer to the social pressure a person feels about whether or not they should perform a certain behavior. It's influenced by people around them, like family, friends, or colleagues, whose opinions they value. For example, if your close friend believes studying is important, you may feel encouraged to do the same, even if you personally feel unsure. So, subjective norms shape our action based on others' expectations. Perceived behavioral control, which means how much control a person feels they have over doing a certain behavior. For example, a student deciding whether to study at Victoria University may consider if they can afford the tuition fee, whether their exam result meet the admission requirement, and if the campus location is convenient. So, if they feel confident in all these areas, they are more likely to go ahead with the decision. Here are some suggested marketing strategies based on student belief. First, we emphasize social approval and family support because many students value their parents' and friends' opinions when choosing a university. Second, we recommend collaborating with school counselor and education agent to build trust and give students the right guidance. This approach helps strengthen their belief in choosing the right path. The strength of the theory of planned behavior has a high level empirical support. This means that many study and research findings have consistently shown that the TPB is effective in predicting and explaining human behavior. Second, the belief in the theory are interconnected. Attitudes, subjective norms, and perceived behavioral control all influence each other, creating a comprehensive view of how intention lead to behavior. Overall, this strength makes the TPB a reliable and well-supported framework for understanding and predicting behavior. Now let's look at the winners of the theory of planned behavior. First, the theory assumes that people make rational and conscious decisions. However, in real life, many of our actions are influenced by emotion, habits, or decisions, not always by logical thinking. Second, TPB has a limited ability to predict actual behavior. While it can explain people's intention, it does not always account for unexpected factors that might prevent them from following through. For example, change in mood, environment, or circumstance. In conclusion, the theory of planned behavior explains how attitude, subjective norms, and perceived behavioral control shape student intention to enroll in Victoria University. Since social influence play a key role, Victoria University should highlight family, peers, and counselor support in promotion to strengthen enrollment intention. That's all from us. Thank you.